In the annals of criminal history, few escapes have captured global fascination, quite like the audacious breakout of Joaquin El Chapo Guzman from a maximum security prison. El Chapo, once the world's most notorious drug lord, managed to slip through the iron grip of incarceration not once, but twice. How did a man responsible for countless crimes manage to engineer such brazen escapes? What intricate web of corruption, cunning, and resources was at play behind the scenes? In this video, we will talk about the labyrinth tale of El Chapo's prison evasion forces us to confront the chilling reality of power, ingenuity, and the lengths one can go to break free. In this comprehensive analysis, we will delve into the complexities of El Chapo's jail escape. We will investigate the elements that contributed to the success of the escape, as well as the ensuing consequences for law enforcement and the ongoing war on drugs. The daring prison break that Joaquin El Chapo Guzman pulled off in 2015 is one of the few stories in the annals of criminal history that has been able to captivate the imagination to the same degree. El Chapo, a prominent Mexican drug lord, was able to escape from a jail with the highest level of security by means of a precisely planned and cleverly carried out strategy that left the authorities perplexed and the rest of the world in amazement. El Chapo was able to once again evade capture by the authorities thanks to a spectacular escape that blended aspects of creativity, corruption, and painstaking planning. The high-risk Altiplano Federal Prison, which is located in the vicinity of Toluca, Mexico, served as the setting for El Chapo's daring breakout. It was well known for the rigorous security measures that the jail employed, such as its massive concrete walls, extensive CCTV coverage, and layers of armed guards. In spite of these protections, El Chapo, the notorious head of the Sinaloa cartel, was able to plan and execute an escape that would go down as one of the most renowned in history. El Chapo's plot to escape from prison relied heavily on the construction of a tunnel, which was an impressive feat of engineering. The tunnel was also a mile long and led from a neighboring construction site into the shower area of El Chapo's cell. The tunnel displayed a level of sophistication that was indicative of the careful planning that went into the execution of the escape. It was outfitted with lighting, ventilation, and a rail system. The building of the tunnel was a different undertaking that required specialist skills as well as a variety of specialized pieces of equipment. Because of the complex structure of the tunnel, detectives have a strong suspicion that engineers, miners, and architects were involved in its construction. These are the types of individuals that have the knowledge to overcome the hurdles that are presented by the rocky terrain and the prison's stringent security systems. Even though the tunnel itself was a miracle, the fact that it was built at all uncovered a significant amount of corruption within the Mexican judicial system. The escape of El Chapo brought to light the collaboration of jail officials and law enforcement employees in enabling his escape. It turned out that he had gotten aid from members of the personnel of the facility, who had given him important information, such as the layout of the facility and the rules for maintaining security. This level of corruption spread beyond the confines of the prison, bringing into question public servants, law enforcement agents, and even members of the armed forces who were on the payroll of the cartel. The escape brought to light the widespread corruption that permeated Mexico's law enforcement organizations and inhibited their capacity to successfully confront organized crime. El Chapo's breakout from prison was not the result of a spur-of-the-moment choice. Rather, it was the successful execution of careful preparation that had been going on for months, if not years. In order to orchestrate the escape, the Sinaloa cartel made use of the vast resources and connections it possessed, which exemplifies the cartel's high level of operational competence. The timing of the escape was one of the most important factors in its successful completion. The members of El Chapo's crew took advantage of a loophole in the prison security procedures, which involved the routine rotation of guards during the late evening hours. The escape crew was successful in getting El Chapo into the tunnel and on his way to freedom by taking advantage of a small breakdown in the level of security that was being maintained. The impact of El Chapo's breakout has been felt well beyond the borders of Mexico, shedding light on the difficulties and weaknesses of the war against drug trafficking on a worldwide scale. Even in the face of security measures that appeared impregnable, the escape served as evidence of the power and influence that drug cartels are capable of wielding. In order to tackle transnational organized crime, it is essential to have international cooperation as well as creative new strategies. El Chapo's ability to evade justice generated worries about the efficacy of extradition as a weapon to bring high-profile criminals to trial. The escape also sparked fresh attention to extradition agreements between countries, since El Chapo's ability to evade justice highlighted doubts about the efficacy of extradition. The fact that he was eventually apprehended in 2016, after police in both the United States and Mexico exerted a great deal of effort to find him, exemplified the significance of dogged pursuit and collaboration across international borders. The fact that Joaquin El Chapo Guzman was able to break out of Altiplano prison is evidence of the daring, inventiveness, and corruption that have the potential to alter the trajectory of the history of criminal activity. This carefully planned and executed prison break demonstrated the extent to which powerful drug cartels are willing to go in order to ensure the freedom of their leaders and continue operating their illicit operations. In addition to this, the breakout brought to light the weaknesses that exist within the law enforcement authorities, as well as the pressing requirement for significant reforms to combat corruption and improve safety. El Chapo's breakout of prison should serve as a lesson to governments and law enforcement organizations all around the world about the essential need for maintaining vigilance, being proactive, and adapting to changing criminal strategies. As the public's imagination continues to be captivated by the story of El Chapo's escape, it also serves as a sharp reminder of the ongoing struggle against organized crime and the never-ending search for justice. El Chapo's prison escape remains a modern mystery that baffles minds. But amidst the fascination, one question lingers. How could such an audacious evasion be executed right under the authorities' noses? That's it for today. Please like and share our videos. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon for regular